What if I told you that your financial reality has less to do with your bank account and more to do with the commands you give your own mind? Well, in this explainer, we're diving into 3 secrets from our source material that are all about transforming your life, starting from the inside. Let's get right into it.
Now, this isn't just about wishing or, hoping for the best. We're talking about actively commanding your mind to completely shift its view on wealth. Just think about it. What if the real key to leaving scarcity behind for good wasn't out there somewhere, but right inside your own head?
So how do we do that? Well, we're going to break it down into 3 specific, really powerful secrets. You can think of these as the basic instructions for rewiring your whole approach to abundance. And each one builds on the last, creating a totally new way of thinking. Okay, our first secret sounds almost too simple. Count your success. But this isn't about waiting for some huge payday or a big promotion. Nope. It's about you actively looking for and even creating tiny little pieces of evidence that prove you're wealthy and successful every single day.
And here's the part that's so important. The source material is super clear about this. The action itself isn't the main point. What's absolutely crucial is generating the feeling of success and abundance. It's that feeling of being someone who can give, who can succeed. That feeling, that's the real currency you're building up.
And you know what? This feeling is way more accessible than you'd think. It's not about these huge, grand gestures. It's in the small stuff. Tipping a driver isn't really about the money. It's an act that says, I have enough to share. Donating just 1 baht is proof of wealth. Even successfully lifting a weight at the gym is a win. Look, if you do 100 things in a day and 99 of them feel like failures, the whole secret is to zero in on that one success. That is how you build your case. That's your evidence.
All right, so once you start collecting all this real-world evidence of success, you can pour gasoline on the fire using your own mind. And that brings us to secret number 2, create a perfect day. This is all about using your imagination as the ultimate flight simulator for the life you actually want.
Now here's the science behind it, and this is pretty wild. Your brain doesn't really know the difference between a feeling that comes from something that actually happened and a feeling that comes from something you vividly imagined. To your brain, the emotional signature can be exactly the same. And that right there is a powerful loophole you can start using immediately.
I mean, this quote from the source material says it all. You don't need to wait for that perfect life to magically appear. You just have to build it in your mind so clearly that it generates those powerful feelings. The feeling of success, of joy, of total freedom. It's that feeling that starts to rewire what you believe is possible. And all of this leads us to our final secret. And honestly, this might be the most powerful one of all. The power of thanks. But hold on, this is not about being thankful for what you hope you'll get one day. In this system, gratitude is a tool of confirmation. It's saying thank you because, as far as your mind is concerned, the thing you want has already happened. Think of it this way. Gratitude becomes a direct command to your subconscious mind. When you say thank you for something as if it's already sitting in your living room, you are creating the ultimate piece of evidence. It's like a mental receipt. You're telling your brain, hey, this is a done deal. It's already mine. And this whole thing works like a set of dominoes. First, being thankful creates the evidence. That evidence starts to build a rock-solid belief. That belief then creates a powerful emotion. And according to the source, it's that final emotion that starts to bend your physical reality to match it. So when we pull this all together, the central idea becomes crystal clear, right? Changing your outer world, moving from a life of not enough to a life of more than enough, isn't about chasing stuff on the outside. It's about fundamentally changing your state on the inside first. This right here is the whole secret sauce. Counting your wins, imagining that perfect day, giving thanks in advance. They all do one thing. They are designed to make you generate the feeling of wealth and success before you can see it with your own eyes. You create the internal cause, and the external effect just has to follow. So I'll leave you with a question to really think about. Forget about next month or next year. Just focus on today, right now. What is one small win you can acknowledge? What tiny piece of evidence can you create for yourself in the next hour to start generating that feeling of success?